When empaths decide to face narcissists head-on, here's what can possibly happen. Empaths, on the whole, are against violence. They will try to avoid violence as much as possible by avoiding those who are violent or lash out. They tend to remain patient and always hold back so that they don't turn to violence themselves. However, empaths are also human beings, and they can become enraged when they're abused excessively. When empaths decide to deal with the narcissist head-on and engage in combative behavior, the following 6 outcomes are likely. But before that, please help us gain more exposure by clicking that like button below. Don't forget to share this video everywhere you can, and consider to subscribe if you're new here. 1. Empaths will use the silent treatment to their advantage. Empaths are people too. There is a good chance that you have either received or utilized the silent treatment from someone you have wronged. When empaths become angry toward narcissists, the first thing they do is stop talking to them. In order to avoid violence and retribution, empaths avoid dealing with narcissists and avoid any form of communication. One of the greatest and most common methods to deal with anger is using the silent treatment, which gives the narcissist a taste of their own medicine. The silent treatment is the empath's go-to tactic when they become raged. Even if it may seem illogical, it's their instinct calling. Well, how often have you been given the quiet treatment? How did it affect you emotionally? 2. Bringing up past mistakes, just like what narcissists do. When narcissists try to manipulate or deceive them, empaths know it since they're highly perceptive. Tolerating lies and manipulations is what an empath usually do when someone lies and manipulates them. They recognize it but choose not to react because they want to avoid trouble. But it's not an exaggeration that empaths can't take any more lies and deception, especially from their loved ones. While in the grip of fury, empaths are likely to bring up everything, including past mistakes and misdeeds. They do so to let out of their deep-seated emotions and anger. There will be no justification for the narcissist when confronted with this kind of confrontation. It's fairly uncommon for empaths to bring up the past after having experienced enough of a bad experience, but at least you can expect this to happen too. After all, empaths are just like every one of us. 3. Empaths will expose narcissists' insecurities or fears. After being with the narcissist for a while, the empath can tell if the narcissist is insecure about anything. But empaths don't bring it up because they're kind-hearted individuals. When an empath is enraged and aggressive, though, this can't be avoided. The empath will expose the narcissist's fears and vulnerabilities. They will penetrate through the narcissist's deceit and hit them where it hurts, and despite the narcissist's best efforts, there's nothing they can do. The insecurities of narcissists motivate the empath's actions. Narcissists always seek attention to alleviate their feelings of inadequacy. Their insecurity drives them to strive to be the best. They make other people feel inferior to give a boost to their insecure ego. Regardless, narcissists will experience vulnerability, threat, and discomfort when an empath points out their own insecurities to the open. The narcissist may try to respond, yet they will feel humiliation deep inside. How does it feel to have your insecurities pointed out to you? It's not a pleasant sensation, of course. 4. Empaths will make narcissists responsible. In times of conflict, the empath is often held responsible by narcissists, whether it's their fault or not. Narcissists' belief that they're the only one who has the right answer, and that everyone else should just accept it, makes them unwilling to accept any responsibility for their actions. The narcissist is quick to point the finger at the empath when things go awry or disagreements erupt, and the empath is forced to assume responsibility and accountability. This is what usually happens. However, when empaths get enraged and aggressive, the empath is not going to accept the blame anymore. Thus, this dynamic will shift. The narcissist will be blamed for everything, not just the current problem but also the prior disputes that the narcissist can't argue or react to at all. The empath will utilize solid and indubitable reasoning and also bring some proof to make the narcissist feel defeated. The narcissists will surely lose when this happens. 5. Simply walk away. This is the best revenge, honestly. Empaths can also exhibit their anger and aggression in a non-violent way by simply walking away. Whatever is the narcissist has to say, the empath won't even listen. once enough is enough. The empath will walk away from the narcissist without saying a word. They'll walk away to collect their thoughts and calm down the rage building up in their hearts. When dealing with a narcissist, the empath is aware that if they continue to do so, they may lash out in an unprovoked manner and do unnecessary harm. The empath doesn't want this to happen, and so they'll walk away from the situation if need be, whether or not they say anything. The narcissist will only see the empath's blazing gaze before walking away. It's not out of the question for the empath to slam the door or toss items around in an effort to dissipate some of the rages. 6. Empaths will go no contact with the narcissist. Narcissists don't readily give up, of course, and they'll keep trying to win back the empath. However, an empath will completely ignore a narcissist once they feel everything is enough. Empaths will avoid narcissists for a variety of reasons. Among them is the fact that empaths find the narcissist's presence disturbing. The empath is aware that the narcissist will get increasingly resentful of their presence as time passes. They will do it nevertheless, they just want to move on. 7. Empaths' emotions may have an impact on others as well. Anger and aggression from empaths can have a ripple effect on other people too. When they're easily upset and annoyed, they may come across as snobbish or furious to those around them. Most people think of empaths as being warm and kind, but empaths have feelings, and they can be vulnerable too, so they may intentionally show this ugly side to people. They get irritated after finding out they're being manipulated. They too need to express their anger, and sometimes it's not to the person who sparked it but to someone else. People around an empath should strive to understand what the empath is going through. It's time to support the empath, even if it's uncomfortable. 8. Empaths may lash out and burst into anger. While this rarely occurs, everyone experiences anger regardless of their tolerance and fortitude. Empaths feel the same way about expressing their frustrations and rage. It's no exception. They will lash out when they can no longer hold in their anger and pent-up frustrations. They may use harsh words or even become violent and throw things at the narcissist. Well, have you ever cried out loud because of anger? Yes, and empaths feel that way too. I hope this brief explanation can help you gain more understanding related to empaths' relationships with narcissists. So, what's your opinion about this? If you enjoyed watching this video, please don't hesitate to share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. Consider subscribing to this channel and click the bell icon to be notified of our subsequent videos. Thank you.